Not wet. Okay, but it's not. A fish isn't dry because it's in the water, so it's always wet. Oh, it is always wet.
Just like there's no such
But
thing as
wait,
cold.
is it always wet?
Yeah, unless
Yeah,
you pull
there
it out
is.
of the water and it dries off.
No, there's not. It's an absence of heat.
Just like there's no such thing as white. White is the absence of all colors. Black is the presence of all colors.
No, it's the opposite.
No, it's not.
Yeah, white is
it's not.
all colors, black is absence.
Okay,
No.
so then when
Yes,
you
it is.
No, it's not. It's not.
Okay, good. Wait. Hold on.
Ah, yeah.
Okay, Google.
Nancy Pelosi over here.
Is white the combination of all colors?
According to Wikipedia, by convention, the three primary colors in additive
I hate
mixing
you,
are red,
Wikipedia.
green, and blue.
It doesn't give me the exact thing I want. It's worthless.
it's the absence.
No, it's the
Then
presence.
why is it? Do you think when you go into heaven, it's white? Everything's white.
But dude, do you remember like a prism? White light goes in, and all the other colors come out. Pink Floyd. Think of the Pink Floyd color
Don't
covers.
quote Pink Floyd on me. How can you eat your pudding if you don't eat your meat?
I can eat whatever I want. This is America.
How can you eat your pudding if you don't eat your meat? Hey,
Oh.
leave those kids alone. That's Pink Floyd, right?
Yes.
Okay. The best that's like one of the best intros to any song ever. Oh, I'm gonna play it right now. Hold on.
Anyone
Money.
younger than 18, please, that's listening to us, please
Google.
listen to Pink Floyd. It will change your mind.
Best intro to any song ever.
Shut up.
Oh, hold on. This is an ad, not this.
Not this.
bullshit.
Not the ad. Come on, YouTube.
Black is the absence of color.
It is. You're
Thank
right.
you.
You're right. I just looked at that. Best
But-
intro to any song ever.
Yes. Gotta make that money.
Money. But wouldn't it make sense for like red and blue and green and purple and everything to be mixed together and it would be red?
No,
I mean black. I'm sorry. Like I know that I'm wrong now. I know that.
Okay,
I'm saying,
but
like
in a way, you're both right though, because
when you mix, when you
it
mix,
depends if you are mixing pigments or if you're mixing light on a screen.
yes, because shout out Bandcamp. We
One
would,
time at band camp, the rusty trombone, and they made me play it.
please. I have better stories about Bandcamp than the movie itself. True fact.
She was hot in that movie though.
Oh my
that
God.
nerdy girl.
Oh my
She was hot.
This is not the podcast to be talking about that now.
Okay, I think we're ready for our main topic.
We don't talk about the two holes.
Hold up.
Oh, yeah, the two
let me
holes.
go.
Guns have one hole.
Technically, they have two.
No, they don't.
Yes, they do.
What's the other hole?
The magazine.
the
Mag?
Yeah,
Oh,
the
okay.
mag.
Okay.
I'll go in the bathroom.
Good luck.
You didn't have to
You know,
announce that.
Yeah, we don't need to know that on the podcast. That's good.
You know what?
Your phone's at 100%. Go to the bathroom. Go to the bathroom.
Don't tell me what to do.
Go to the bathroom. Fine, now he's not going to go to the bathroom.
I'm just gonna stare.
We'll wait
I'm
for
gonna
you.
Stare. Okay. No, keep going.
So the gun has two holes.
Guns also don't kill people.
People kill people.
It just so happens that people use guns to kill people.
And people use cars to kill people too. Look at all these.
People use their
race
hands
jacks.
to kill people. Should we make hands illegal?
Yeah, hand for hand.
Hand for a hand and the whole world can't breathe.
Exactly. I saw these stats. It was hands 660, hammers 435, knives 1,567. Why aren't we calling for a ban on knives?
Because everybody likes chicken. Because everybody
Yes.
likes chicken.
Yes, they do.
Because everybody likes chicken.
Chicken. Wait, what?
Everybody likes to cut food.
Hey,
How are you going to field dress a deer with your hands?
how are you gonna kill your food?
I'm not.
You can use a
I'll go to
knife.
Publix. Like, hey, what do you guys have today? What do you guys have today?
What do you got? Okay. How do you feel about this clear backpack?
I think it's okay. So this kid, in fact, he's actually quite bright. He's an idiot, but he's quite bright at the same time. This kid, David Hogg, he's making marches. I mean, he's not making them, but he's taking part in. He's taking part in.
Get it?
Yes, I get it. He's a pig. I get it. He's taking part in these marches to take away rights and to change the Constitution, but all of a sudden, when something impedes on his believed constitutional right, now he thinks it's a problem.
Tell me what constitutional right he thinks it's infringing upon.
I don't know. I'm not going to quote him. I don't know. He doesn't quote anything. He just says it's against our constitutional right.
Which one?
I
want
don't
him to
know.
say it.
Oh, well, he's not here. I don't.
Yeah,
I know he's not here, but he
I would
should.
love. Shout out David Hogg. Want to come join us? I will gladly have you.
Please. No.
Why?
I would be able to.
You're about to complain
Dude, we
about
would
him,
skyrocket to the top.
bro.
Yeah,
think about
but
it.
still, I
do
would.
it. Do
David
it.
Hogg goes on
I-
right wing.
Everyone, tweet at David Hogg. Get him on. Hear me out. I'm counting on you.
Hogg with
audience.
2 G's. So here's I tagged you in this, and if you want to bring it up, let's do it. He said that he was in environmental studies class. He's a senior, but he was in the freshman building in an environmental studies class. That's what he first said. And then later in an interview, he said he was at home, and he got on his bike and ran as quick as he could to try to get as many pictures as he could. Now, why would a massacre is taking place, and he wants to take pictures? Mike, what do you do when there's something that happens? What do you do?
He runs towards it. He's
Exactly.
Gonna say
I
that.
run
He goes-
towards it.
But you
I
run
help
towards
people.
it to help.
Yes.
He's going to go take pictures.
That's ridiculous. The first thing I would have done
World Star.
is, again, this is me saying what I would have done, and I truly believe I would do this just because of other
Because you
situations
do
I've been
do
in.
this, I said.
Yes, there's facts. There's a car on fire. I ran towards it. I didn't give a shit if it was going to blow up. I wanted to help the person inside of it.
Yeah, he's
so
down with that.
I told you. Weren't you there?
No, not when the
Who
car was on
somebody
fire.
was there when the car was like catching on fire. But yeah, I run towards it. Like when I drove down to Florida with my family, the car caught on fire. The first thing I did was put the fire out, not run away from the car. And I run towards the danger to help people. That's what I do. So
Why did you know how to properly put out the fire?
yeah, put water on it.
No, you don't put water on a gas fire.
It wasn't
engine
gas.
Fire. Engine fire.
It
No,
was an
there's
engine.
fluids there.
It wasn't engine fire.
What was it then?
It was something else, but it wasn't engine. It was a lubricant.
Lubricant. Yeah, you don't use water for lubricant.
Well, it
you
worked.
use.
Tell me what else I could use.
I don't know, like
Exactly.
a fire
It
extinguisher.
worked. Where can I get a fire extinguisher on the side of the road in the middle of nowhere?
We are taking a tangent, people.
Okay, yeah, but I strongly believe that I would have ran towards it.
I know you would have run towards it.
I would have helped the first
He
person I
wanted to go
saw.
take
I would have
pictures.
helped. Yeah, I did. I wanted to go down there
And
for
he
the
wanted to go
podcast.
take pictures.
And 10-1, I probably wouldn't have. I would have tried to help,
I know.
but it would have been too late.
I know. You wouldn't have been anywhere near it.
I know.
You still can't hardly get anywhere near
Yeah.
that school.
Yeah, and if not helping people, try to find the guy. Try to do something.
You would have killed
Yeah.
him.
Huh?
You would have killed him
Me?
and he would be a national hero.
Yeah. That's the only time I'd kill someone. Well, that's one of the only times I'd kill someone. Is if they're putting other people in danger, or somebody got off for doing something bad to my friends or family.
I think why it's so important for the Second Amendment to stay intact is for tyranny.
Yeah.
I don't know what this country's
How about we
future
use
holds.
Cuba, for example? The flag that dumb chick proudly portrayed on her
Yeah,
sleeve.
she doesn't understand it.
And here's the other thing. If you're listening and you're getting pissed off because we're bashing these so-called kids, they're 17, 18 years old. That's an adult. They're legally able to vote. They're legally able to drive a car. They are legally able to do a lot of things adults can do. If they want to be in the public eye, they have to get used to scrutiny, just like any other politician, just like any other person. So for those people who keep saying, stop doing that, it's a kid, stop doing it, this is a kid, I don't give a shit that you think it's a kid. It's an adult. He's in the public eye. They want to be in the public eye. David Hogg is a media whore. He goes on the media, and on cue, he does his speech. Because when you want someone to feel emotional, you go, this was really bad. It wasn't fun. And he's very good at
Or
that.
you
He is
cry.
on cue.
The girl made sure she talked for 6. She didn't talk. See, people say, she talked for 6 minutes and 26 seconds.
And he hired an agent.
She talked for 5 minutes and 30 seconds and then sat there for a minute and 10 seconds where everybody was like, what is going on? And then a timer went off and she said, I've been up here for 6 minutes and 26 seconds. That's exactly the amount of time the shooters. How come nobody in this march had a sign that says, screw the shooter? I hate the shooter.
They're saying it's the NRA, and statistically, 0% of NRA members have committed a mass shooting.
You know that the list of these people, the mass shooters, the Omar Mateen, the guy from Las Vegas, this guy, all of them, every single one of them was a registered Democrat. I'm not saying that Democrats are shooters. That's not what I'm saying. I'm not going that far. I'm just saying, first comes how to drink. First comes how to be able to put water in your mouth. No, Mike just spilled.
I got
water.
excited and I missed my mouth.
I'm not saying that the Democrats shoot people. I'm not saying that. It's just that it's funny that now it's a Democrat. Everything's a Democrat and Republic debate. That's all it is now.
That's where the breakdown is, and like this is where like America is broken. We're not able to have a civil conversation.
We're not.
That's where I feel like it's just been breaking down, and like that's the root of all problems. Like we can't have a nice, simple conversation, even within like people within the same party on the topic of like Trump. Like Vice News did this one piece where they talked to Frank Lutz, Republican campaign organizer, manager. I forget his like official things that he does, but he works with the Republican Party, and Vice News brought him on to hold a focus group about Trump, people who voted for Trump, and then 1 year later he asked, like, would you do that again? And within 3 minutes, the room exploded into argument, and it's just like, okay, like, you're within the same party, like, you can't have a conversation here, like, you can't talk to anyone else that you don't, like, politically, like, align with, and that's where it just breaks down. No one can have sympathy with each other, like, they can't, like, see, like, look in their shoes, like take a walk in their shoes. I know it's so cliche, but like
It's true.
just think for like 5 minutes. Just think their situation. Like, why do they think like that?
I would really love to be able to know the stat on how many robberies and murders and rapes would have happened if somebody hadn't had a gun, or if guns weren't a thing. If you're going to go into a house and rob somebody's house, and you know they don't have any guns, you're going to go to that house. Or if you know that they have an NRA sign out front of their house, are you going to go to their house to pick up drugs parked up? No, of course not. If you know that a woman has a 9mm strapped to her side, are you going to try? No. That's not the way it works. Yeah. The idea that no one would have a gun isn't getting the guns out of the hands of criminals. Yeah, mass shooters, that's a problem, yeah. But most of the gun deaths in this country, like 85% of the gun deaths in this country, are from illegal guns. Not from mass shooters, not from somebody, oh, she cheated on me, so I'm going to go shoot him and her. That's not. It's drug deals gone bad. It's robberies. It's drive-by shootings for turf and things like that.
Yeah.
And that gun was not bought at Dick's Sporting Goods.
Mm-hmm.
That gun was bought next to drugs.
Yeah, and you know how people love to use UK as an example?
Please go on.
Yeah, the the latest crime figures for the 12 months to March, this is of 2017, also they show an 18% rise in violent crime, including 20% surge in gun and knife crime. The official figures show a 26 rise to 273 in the homicide rate.
What about the girl 3 years ago that in the Las Vegas Strip, she drove her car up and killed like 8 people because she thought it would be cool to be like Grand Theft Auto. That was the quote.
Mm-hmm.
So where can we? Are we gonna start talking? Are we honestly gonna start talking about banning Nissan Altimas? Maybe. How far does it go? Do I ban 3-wheelers? Do I ban the little Tyke 3-wheelers? Can I ban Razor scooters?
Or do we ban GTA?
You know how dumb it sounds when you say things like that? America has an obesity problem.
A march against it would literally end it.
Can I sue Forks? A march against it would actually end it. It's funny. Can I sue the fork company? Can I sue P.F. Chang's? Can I sue McDonald's? No. That's not the way it works.
Mm-hmm.
It is a constitutional right for an American who's gone through the correct waiting periods and background checks in most states. You can't... I don't know that there's a state that you can go buy a gun. You can just go show up and buy a gun. You can't.
Excluding gun shows.
Well, even now, Florida just closed that loophole.
Yeah.
You can't do it anymore. You can't just go buy a gun. If you need a gun right now, that's a problem. That's why they have waiting periods. That's why they have background checks. Now, I think that this kid obviously slipped through the background checks. He had over 36 calls from police over the last 2 years.
It was just the background checks. Everybody fucked up in this situation.
Everybody dropped the ball, and now 17
I will hold part of the students accountable for that. Because if you can go on camera and say, yeah, we thought this kid would do it, and you didn't do shit, I'm going to hold 1% of the blame on the students. 1% out of 100.
Really? So
Yeah.
when you were in high school, you went and talked to every kid that was singing aloud.
You know Mike did.
Yeah.
You know Mike is that type of person.